श्रीपादराजं शरणं प्रपद्ये श्रीपाद श्रीवल्लभ चरित्र अमृतम Chapter 4 Part 1 Shankar Bhatt had vision of Vasambika in Kurvapuram. Result of Parayana of Chapter 4: girls will get married with suitable bridegrooms, release from the sin resulting from abuse of Guru. We three wanted to do meditation in accordance with the instructions of Palaniswami. Shri Palaniswami said, "My child Madhava, my boy Shankara, let all the three of us meditate. Let us discuss about our spiritual experiences felt during meditation. As this is the command of Sri Vallabha, some extraordinary spiritual development will be invariably experienced by us in future. English era will be in use in future. According to English era, today is 25/5/1336. Today is Friday. This day is a very auspicious day, having comprehensive yogic potential. This day has a special significance in our lives. I will leave my physical body here and go to Kurvapuram in my subtle body. It is a child's play for me to roam in 4 or 5 places at the same time in my subtle form. We will all remain in the meditation of Sri Vallabha. When his permission is granted, I will reach Kurvapuram in my subtle body." The way for accessibility of Swami's grace. On hearing the words of Palaniswami, I wondered and said, "Swami, Madhava saw the divine auspicious form of Sri Vallabha. You are always in communion with Sri Vallabha in subtle planes, but I only know his name, but not his form. How can I meditate upon him?" Palaniswami smiled and said, "My boy, if you have a devotion for Sri Pada, everything is achieved. A tortoise protects its offsprings with thoughts, ways, even if they are left at a very far away place. A cat carries its kitten from one house to another, keeping them in its mouth. It will keep them in a place which is considered by it as safe. In the same way, at first, Sri Pada treats his devotees in Kurma Kishore Nyaya. After some progress, the devotees are treated in Mrajana Kishore Nyaya. Then the devotees are trained in Markata Kishore Nyaya. In Markata Kishore Nyaya, the child of the monkey has to attach itself assiduously to its mother. After further progress, devotees will conduct themselves as small fish freely swimming with their mother. When you sit for meditation, he will give darshan to you." Sri Vallabha wanted to take an important decision for the future, so he wanted me to go over to Kurvapuram in my subtle body on this momentous day. As soon as I receive his orders during meditation, I will at once proceed to Kurvapuram. Then some important incidences are going to take place. Lord Sri Datta has granted me the unique opportunity of witnessing that event completely with my eyes. Saying so, he went into meditation. Myself and Madhava also took to meditation soon after. Meditation went on like this for 10 ghadiyas. A ghadiya is a Hindu hour equals to 24 English minutes. All of us became a normal selves curiously at the same time. After meditation, Sri Palaniswami was in very high spirits. Myself and Madhava requested Swamiji to narrate his experience during meditation. He narrated it with all smiles in the following manner. The story of Shiva Sharma, the result from contemplation of Sripada Sri Vallabha. How fortunate are the people living in this Kali Yuga. Even Kurvapuram is a small village. A Vedic scholar and a pious Brahmin named Shiva Sharma, who recognized the greatness of Sripada, was living there along with his wife Ambika. Theirs was the only Brahmin family in Kurvapuram. Daily he used to cross the river and earned money through acts appropriate for Brahmins to eke out a living. After making some money, he used to return to Kurvapuram. He belonged to the lineage of Kasepa sage. Shiva Sharma was a great scholar, a strict adherent of religious practices, and belonged to Yajaruda sect. He was losing his children in a very short time. At last, one son survived. Unfortunately, he was a dullard and a blockhead. Shiva Sharma became weak and sick as a skeleton due to the distress caused by the useless child. One day he recited Veda in the presence of Sri Vallabha and stood silent. Sri Vallabha noticed the sorrow in his mind and with a great smile said, Shiva Sharma, I am a slave to those who forget all worries and constantly meditate upon me. Tell me about your desire. For that, Shiva Sharma said, Swami, I wish that my son should become a great scholar and orator than me. All my aspirations became futile. My son became an incorrigible idiot. For you who can do and undo things easily, it is not difficult to make him a learned and useful one. I will leave it to your kind will. In reply, Sripada averred, My child, the fruits of past actions are unavoidable. Even to great people, the entire creation is moving subjected to unbreakable laws. Women get husbands as fruits of their worship. One begets children as fruits of his devotion. One should always donate to deserving people. Donations made to unworthy persons bring undesirable results. If food is offered to a good-natured person, the donor of food derives some part of the merit accruing from the good deeds performed by the good person. Donation should be made without arrogance. Then only it gives good results. On account of the past karma, you get and you will get a dull-witted son. You couple wanted a child with long span of life. You did not want a short-lived child, so I granted you a son with complete span of life. If his sin earned in the previous life has to be erased and he has to be made a good scholar, you have to be ready to sacrifice your life. This has to be done in consonance with the karmic principle. If you are prepared to sacrifice your life, I will make your son a worthy scholar. For that, Shiva Sharma replied, Swami, I entered old age. I am ready to relinquish my life. What more can I aspire than my son becoming a great scholar and speaker like Brihaspati? Then Sripada, who capable of making things happen and not happen, declared, Yes, you will die soon. After death, you will remain for some time in subtle body and undertake penance in an underground cellar below a neem tree in Disila town. Afterwards, you will take birth in the holy land of Maharashtra. Don't reveal this to your wife under any circumstances. Unveiling the future birth of Sripada Sri Vallabha. Shiva Sharma died soon. Ambika was begging along with her son and lived a miserable life. There was no end to the taunts and remarks of ridicule of neighbors. That useless Brahmin youth could not bear the derisive remarks of the people. He ran towards the river to commit suicide. His helpless mother also wanted to end her life and she also ran after him. On account of the punya earned before, Sripada saw them on the way. He dissuaded them from suicide attempt. With his boundless compassion, he converted the foolish boy as an erudite scholar. by his mere will. He instructed Ambika to spend the rest of her life in worshipping Shiva. He expatiated at length the result obtained from worshipping Shiva on Saturdays during evening times. He granted her a boon that in the next birth she would be blessed with a son who is equal to him in all respects. However, as there was no one equal to him in all the three worlds, he himself resolved to be born as her son in her ensuing birth. दिगंबरा दिगंबरा श्रीपाद वल्लभ दिगंबरा ब्रह्मा विष्णु महेश्वरा श्रीपाद वल्लभ दिगंबरा श्रीपाद राजम शरण्यम प्रपद्ये।